Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar, and here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Monday, third day of September. Here we go. You know, Rosh Hashanah is getting very close, and more shofar laws for you. The halacha is that really it's best to have one person blow the shofar for all of the shofar blasts of the entire shul. In other words, he does the ones at the beginning, and you should try and have that same man blow all of the sounds for the entire davening. The reason is because of a rule called hamaschil b'mitzvah omrim lo gemor. Anyone who starts the mitzvah, we tell him, you go ahead and complete it. Mitzvah leads to a mitzvah. The man who got the mitzvah leads to him completing the mitzvah. Now, sometimes you know that in the middle of the shofar blowing, for whatever reason, the lip or however it happens, sometimes the man who's blowing the shofar just can't get the sounds out too well after a while, and then he might have to hand it off to another man. That's totally okay if necessary. If necessary, you hand off the shofar to the next person and he can take over. Occasionally, not often, you'll see it happen that the man who's supposed to blow the shofar makes the brachas, and then the first tekiah just for whatever reason, it's not working, and he can't get the sound out, and he has to hand off the shofar even before anything. So Mr. A made all the brachas, Mr. A blew none of the shofar, and he hands it to Mr. B who does everything. That's also okay if necessary. Now, in some shuls, they have the custom that they like to split up the shofar blowing, and they will say, look, Mr. So-and-so is going to blow those first ones, the rabbi is going to blow the ones in the middle, and that's okay. If that's the custom of the shul, then that's totally allowed. It's just that where there isn't such a custom, then we would go with the standard rule, which is one person does everything. So all these ways that have just been mentioned are all okay. The place where they blow the shofar, if you're setting it up, it's always the shofar blowing at the table where the Torah is read. And the reason for that is because we believe that the zechus, the merit of all the Torah that we study and read and learn, will add to the blowing of the shofar, and we want like a lot to go up in our remembrance for good at that moment. So we want to have it at the Torah table where all of our Torah is learned and read and learned and everything. So that merit kind of combines with the blowing of the shofar. And remember, that a lot of these laws that I've been telling you the last few days are mostly for the shofar blower and the rabbi and the shul. The main one of the main ones for you, the listener, is you can't talk. Can't talk from the beginning when you hear the bracha until after the last shofar blast. That's a tough one, but you got to do it. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.